Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you find yourself today. For Today we find ourselves on the steps of the green. It's another autumn day, but Cause the Fury the den mother has heard some rumours from her packmate and is sat on her haunches in front of the cub cabins, waiting for a cub. She's just sat there very calmly, grooming her paws and waiting. Sometimes wolves can be patient.
Eden will come out probably out of the den he has made for himself. See the den mother. He'll do a wolf sigh, and he'll come to the den mother, head down. He'll plop it in front of her, showing his neck and belly.
Coles will get up very slowly, and she will stalk towards him, and she will wrap her teeth very deliberately around his throat. You can tell often the greetings have been slightly more relaxed and affectionate. This one is definitely quite firm, and she will close her jaws slightly tighter before she backs away ever so slightly, but she does not yet gesture for him to get up. Cub, I have had word from the spirits and the keeper of the land, my packmate Katori, that perhaps you have decided to go walking and wandering away from the sept. Do you have an answer?
I will not deny one because, well, it's useless, and two because I'm not going to lie to my den mother. But yes, I walked off set. I know it's against the rules that I'm supposed to stay here, but
Did you have someone with you?
If I had, well, it wouldn't be against the rules, well, unless it was a cub, but no, I didn't.
Do you believe you are ready to, do the spirits say you are ready to go through your rite of passage? Are you ready to not be a cub?
No, going out on my own was a mistake.
I see.
I admit that. I am still going through training. I'm doing my best, I'll say that, but I'm not ready to no longer be a cub. It's just that the day before was really rough on me. I needed help. Not even sure, still not sure totally what happened, but I was trapped in my nightmares the day before. I just wanted a break.
Do you not have others on sept you could turn to? Do you not have brothers and sisters who are cubs? Do you not have Fianna kin? Is there not the Fianna much on this sept? That is not a reason to leave. Why did you leave? Did you?
I needed to go out, and there was yes. Go on.
Get away. You are a wolf. If you wanted to, you are a garu. If you wanted to get away, you could. All you needed to do was take another member of the sept with you. Or Dusk occasionally needs his time. He goes to the Umbra and can run as a wolf. but you are a Garu. You should not do something by yourself. Did you at least gain something for all this risk you put at?
So what was that out of character?
I said, did you at least... I was asking you if when you left the sect, did you at least gain any something for the risk you put yourself and the sect and the nation at?
I'm not sure I learned anything that would be, well, I didn't learn anything, so nothing that would be for the nation. I wasn't found. I didn't say anything. I didn't even mention the park. I didn't do anything that would bring too much attention, well, unwanted attention to me.
You say this, and if you have managed to leave the sect and come back, then you were lucky. But do you think that you are so important, or do you that you are above the risks, or that you are worthy of all the risks you put everything at? Or do you simply not understand the risks? Do you need the stories to be told to you? Do you need to see the scars on people's bodies? You have been in that city before. I have been with you. You have seen the leeches. Let's take away the many, many, many humans for a minute. All the wealth with your rage. You are a Galliard as much as myself. Your rage is not insubstantial. And you are a cub. But even not being a cub, you have not yet proven you can control yourself. And if you had lost control, if something had pushed you, if something had irritated you just that bit too much, did you have a glasswalker with you who could have helped cover a veil breach? Did you have anyone else who could have pulled you out? Or a Theurge who could have pulled you through the veil? No. If you were in trouble and you'd come across any of the leeches or any of the other supernaturals or other weird things that hide in the city or any of the other dangers, did you have an Arun who could stand at your back to fight with you? No, you went alone. So you put yourself in incredible risk. But more than that, you have no answer for this risk you put to every single Garu. I give you this one chance. Is there anything you can say to justify the risk you have put to everyone?
If what I have done comes to put the Sept or the Guru in danger, I will be ready to sacrifice myself for it.
Sacrifice yourself. No. What you did was not sacrifice yourself.
No, I'm not
No, I know.
saying what I did.
You're saying you would sacrifice yourself now. How is that payment? All you are doing is you waste a life of Gaia's warriors. At this point, she has got very close to you and is kind of stalking around you, baring her teeth. What I am saying, ask for the tales of the Sept. I will tell you this, cub, you will speak to senior members of the Sept. You are a Galliard. You want to learn stories. Learn these stories, learn these histories. Ask members of the Sept of the times when the men with black jackets and guns patrolled the parks because of disturbances in the city. Ask them the risk they put everyone at. Ask them the tales of those who have gone innocently to bars and found themselves touched by beings that mean that they cannot move. Or Chloe and Aaron about the times they have stumbled over leeches who have tried to kill them, or nearly killed them on more than one occasion. There are things out there that do not need much to turn attention to the park and to risk all of those. Ask those of all the kinfolk when they were poisoned by those who were trying to target us. But more importantly, Cub, you will not sacrifice yourself. But if you think of putting everyone else at risk again, you will remember this. Can somebody roll me?
Six.
No, 9 dice, please.
I got it. Oh, difficulty 4.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
And then, so 5 plus 1 plus strength and Lucas of 4. So please roll me 10 damage dice. These are lethal, not aggravated, because I am lupus born.
6.
Aiden will have just seen her, and when she finished her last word, she will have lunged at him and just taken a chunk out of his just general back, and aiming mostly for his ruff, but his general sort of back section.
Mother Raya. And Kumba will kind
Do
of
I roll stamina?
You may roll
Should I roll?
stamina,
sir. What's the lupus bonus for stamina?
Lupus bonus for stamina is +2.
Yeah, Kumba will call out, but he doesn't interject. He just kind of calls out and gets closer, but doesn't actually interfere with anything.
If he just cries out, but I'll try, but doesn't like. He acknowledges it.
How many did you soak?
He soaked 2, so he takes 4.
That's good. That's fine. So yes, you will have a fairly steadily bleeding wound in your back. She then clearly doesn't look like she's going to attack again, but she will just stand over him a little bit. Cub, you will remember that pain. I will do no more, but remember this. But I would tell you this. This is from a lupus's jaws. You will heal. But I would ask you, unless needed for a mission or something else, you will let this heal by itself. You will feel this pain, and remember that this pain you could have caused to others. Do not need to sacrifice yourself. I have seen you fight. You are a good fighter. You are a good warrior for Gaia. But I will not let you put everyone at risk. I will not let you sacrifice yourself now you are a cub. But when you become a clear or other higher ranks, if you insist on putting everyone at risk, I will not suffer you to be a risk. You will learn, We are Garu. We are Wolf. Ask Kumba. Here. He has been spending time as Lupus. Hopefully, you will also be learning as Lupus. There are things that are slightly more difficult in Wolf form. Many things are better, but it does also help to show you more that you need to do things together. When you have a pack, you will have a mind link. You will share it with them. They will support you. But until then, you find others. You do not put others at risk for your selfishness. You want space. Go hide with the spirits in the Umbra for a bit. If you stay on Sept, you do not risk others. And her lips are curled back and she's getting very close to your muzzle at this point, which she gives a slight nip at, and then she licks it and she will back away. I will ask you one more thing. For the next 7 sunrises, you will join Kumba here. I have heard he has been making efforts to learn. The two of you will work together. The two of you will also stay in Lupus. And when you are together, you will work together. And if after the 7 days both of you have proved you can work together, and you have learnt lessons in Lupus, you can both have the freedom of 2 legs again.
Kumba will just kind of, oh, sorry.
Sorry, carry on.
No. Kumba will just kind of look at you just really seriously, and he looks very scared, like more surprised than anything, and just looks at her because he's not exactly sure what's happening.
Yes.
I shall look at Kumba.
Yeah.
Hello, Kumba. And he'll show his throat and show his belly.
Yeah, when he sees that, he does the same to the dead mother. He'll flop over and show his neck.
Now that he has done it, she will turn her attention from Aiden to Kumba, and she will pad over to him. Perhaps react slightly more swiftly next time, but you are clearly learning some things. And she will come over and nibble at his throat in a far more friendly way than she did to Aiden earlier, and give him one swipe across his muzzle and gesture him to stand.
Kumba will rise, and he responds, I had notions to think that you would not do anything to severely harm Aiden, so I did not wish to move, but until you strike, I had no reason to think so.
This was merely teaching. Sometimes lessons can only be learnt through pain. It is a hard lesson, but I would go no further. I do not seek to be cruel. Wolves are not cruel. I seek to he can survive, and so that he does not put others' survival at risk.
Kumba nods at this. The Den Father spoke to me about my words, and he looks over to Aiden, putting probably the similar risk that Aiden did with whatever transactions he has made of recent. And he looks over to Aiden. We will talk.
Yes, we will. Kumba Raya.
And Kumba will look over back to the Den Mother, and he'll actually lower his head a bit to be at least under her, and goes, Den Mother, is there anything else you wish us to do amongst this day with your direct attention.
You have the opportunities to work together as Lucases, you should. And if, after 7 days, if those on the sept tell me that both of you have been making good efforts, Cumber, if the Den Father has said with your words, then I will ask. And if they say so, if after 7 sunrise this is so, we will review your enforcement on 4 legs. But I will ask you then for your lessons in learning. Do you have any questions? Any lessons or stories you need to hear?
I merely wish to better understand my wolf nature, as Father Raya has suggested to me, and better understand the etiquette of the Garu nation. He feels that that is my biggest weakness, and I wish to rectify it.
Wolf nature. When we are finished with the words here, you will run with me. Aiden has done once before, when we tracked a rabbit. You shall learn to listen to your feet and ears. If you stop thinking so much with the Homid mind and listen to your muscles and your senses, they will tell you what you need to know most of the time. But you ask about etiquette first. Some more words. Etiquette as a Garu is perhaps one of the few places left we still follow the wolf path, the wolf thing. You think of honor gained through strength. If someone is a rank above you, they have earned it, so you respect it. As a wolf, that would have been earned through hunting, being a good hunter, catching the best things, being a good tracker. Garu roles, they are more complicated. But if you think this way, if you were in Wolfpack, you would respect those who help catch you the most food so you eat better at night, who find the best paths so you do not end up in deep snow, who make the best dens and know the best things, and who are oldest and strongest. Garu is not so different.
Yes, then, Mother.
Does this help you? Sometimes I am not sure what the Homids understand. It does not always work well through words.
No, Raya. I have a sense of understanding with your wisdom. Then, Mother, before we run, I wish to speak to Kabaden.
Speak.
And Kumba will walk over to Aiden. And is he on the ground from the strike, or is he still trying to stand up?
If he was shown he can stand up, he would have gone. He would have stood up. Otherwise, he'll still be on the floor.
And he speaks to him, and he's trying to speak in a mild whisper. He knows the dead mother will probably hear him, but he's doing it to also try to give off a sign that he wants it to be a pseudo-private conversation between him and Aiden. Okay, what is up with you cubs these days? You're losing your minds. First Halate, now you. What did you do?
Yeah, it was stupid. I got offset. I was trapped in my nightmares the day before.
Like, why did you get upset? Is something out there that got your attention, or what?
What I see in my nightmares, once I've seen them, it's just, well, the day after it reminds me of what I saw. I didn't want to see that. I wanted to get away. I just needed a break. It was stupid what I did. I should have seen someone. I didn't find anyone, but I should have stayed on set on that case.
Kumba looks at him with a solemn. This is a very solemn look. I understand. Like, so you weren't sleepwalking. You weren't like in a night terror. So you chose to leave set.
Yes, the night before I was trapped in my nightmares. That time I just left set. It was stupid, but yes, like I said, I wanted to get away from what I had, the nightmares I was stuck in the day before.
And he looks at him, and it's a very big thing of concern on his face. Tell me, Aiden. I understand you wanted to get away from your nightmares, but not just simply because I understand sometimes you need your space, want another person there. But on the set of the Green, like, answer me honestly. Do you think this place is evil? Has evil actually come upon this set? You were there when they tried to, and we denied them.
So you like that a bit? What did you say? What did you say? Sorry.
Oh, sorry. He asked if he feels that the sept is tainted with evil.
No, the sept is safer than. Well, I mean, we fought together when the Banes came. The sept is safe. The sept is not evil.
So, what do you think in the city would give you away from further evil that the sept could not keep out?
It wasn't the sept itself. It was what I saw wherever I go. I'd be reminded of what I saw when I was stuck in my nightmares. The day before, like I said, when I was trapped in nightmares, that day I saw horror visions, nightmarish visions, and I just was reminded of it wherever I went.
And Kumba actually starts to, like, not necessarily get low to the ground, but he sits. I understand that if something reminds you of something you didn't want to think about, I understand to try to leave. I understand that you really did need your space. You didn't want to necessarily probably show your sense of weakness to the others. But what you did, because you are no different than me, are ignorant of the rules of the world. Den Father spoke to me yesterday about a similar situation, and that was merely me speaking words. That your actions can ripple and cause a greater effect than you will ever know. So I understand. He looks over to the Den Mother. Why she's upset? She is here to train you. She's here to make sure you learn and make you safe. And what you did put into question of her skills of training her cubs. Do you understand that?
So not. Yes, I know what Den Mother did was just. She's trying to teach me, and she's trying to keep the set safe, along with its along with its people, of course, with everyone in it. I Like you said, I didn't want to show off my weakness, but by getting away from the set, I did just that.
I just find it funny that for all the mistakes that I have made, I haven't been close to being killed except for once. And even then, that was again, I merely spoke something that wasn't necessarily too prudent. But you and Talate recently have been doing stuff that almost guarantees if I was in your position to get me killed. Think yourself lucky.
He'll just nod.
And he turns over to Den Mother. Like, Den Mother, I understand you wish for him to understand this pain, and I do not know the healing arts. But if you would not mind to allow me to alleviate the pain for him to focus on our running.
No.
I will.
No.
I will. I can work with the pain. If I work with the pain, it will only make me learn. It will only teach me more.
Perhaps not what you think to teach, but you will stay for the pain today. We will stay on Sept. On Sept for now is safe. If you are required to go on a mission, or if the defense of the Sept is needed, then you will be healed. But for now, we run here. Here is safe. At some point, you will need to fight with injuries, or you will need to run for your life with injuries. Consider this practice.
I will. I do not wish to be healed anyways. I wish to work with the pain for now.
And Kumba, I will only say this. The reason he has to keep the pain is because it is not... Weakness is bad. One day maybe I will share you... Today is not the day, but one day I will share with you the words and the stories of my weakness and what I have had to deal with and what I have had to learn. But by running from here, by trying to hide your weakness, you made your weakness everybody else's weakness by putting them at risk. This is what is not acceptable, and this is why you must feel the pain to remember. You will heal. The wound is not so grievous. And we will not run so fast. With that, she gets to her feet and moves away from the cub cabins, clearly in a way that expects them to follow.
And yeah, she follows.
Behind the cub cabins.
Kumba will put a paw kind of on Aiden, like an encouraging paw, like, it's alright, we get through this, you'll be cool. Said, it happens.
I know I can get through this. I'll smile. Then get up. And he'll start look at Kumba and go, hey, come on, let's go. And he'll start following the Den Mother.
Likewise.
I mean, it was only lethal, so actually probably by this point, you started on 4, so you're probably already starting to heal. You may even be at only 3 now, or as we're running, it will certainly go down, and as it is only lethal, certainly by the end of this is one reason she is letting it stand, is sort of out of this is out of character. You will be healed, but within a matter of hours from lethal damage.
I misread one of my merits. Crap. But yes, he follows.
as they get a little bit deeper into the woods, Calls' pace starts picking up. Actually, before she runs, and as she gets a little way in, she will pause. Yes.
What is it, Jen?
An idea, and Mother Ryan?
Would you... I have told you to work act as pack. Would you allow me to connect our minds in copy of Packlink?
I did not know such a thing's possible. And nor have I
Chloe,
ever tried even the basic pack links.
I can do it. It is a gift that is given to the Galliards. Aiden, it is one that it might be worthy of you to consider the spirits for this when it is your time. Chloe has used it much to effect. There are many packs here. I use it often with the cubs, but even between packs, it means that you can connect packs in a way for others who are not in your pack. So when you are hunting, you are better. You can be more silent and know more. And if they show no signs of objecting, she will just explain briefly that they will feel a touch on their mind, and if they trust her, they won't resist, and she will connect them.
He won't resist.
Kumbo will twitch at the sensation, but he's not going to resist it.
And yes, it is mind speak. So I will spend the 2 willpower, and they will then, if no one is resisting, I don't have to roll anything, which is beautiful. And they will suddenly feel a sort of presence, they'll sort of feel what they sort of a smell and a presence and a sensation that they might begin to associate with Calls in their mind. And they will also be able to, slightly at a greater distance, but they will also be able to, through Calls, hear each other. For reference, Mind Speak works a lot like a pack link. It's not quite as close or invasive, so you don't get as many things. Mostly you have to, unless you're projecting, you mostly have to send sort of words or images or sense through it.
Okay.
It doesn't work quite as well as the pack link, but they will feel probably for them, maybe for the first, or they have had it before, a sensation that actually, yes, they are together and they don't. And from then she will speak to them and she's like, from now, no words. We go this way. We will be silent. We will stalk.
Yes. There's your safe. I don't speak. Not out there.
Kumbo doesn't say anything. He just moves closer to the Den Mother, like in a shouting gesture, like he's trying to shadow behind her.
Good.
Aiden follows the lead.
And she will set off and she'll put her nose to the ground, clearly trying to follow a scent. And she will try and pick up a scent of a random rabbit or something in the undergrowth. They're not actually probably going to hunt this for now, but they are going to stalk it. Then she will send them running. And through the pack link, they will get a combination of words and sort of images and scents telling them what they should sort of be following. Or just highlighting things for them that they probably are already smelling. So like, this is what this is, and as they come to a thing, telling them to, if they get to an area where it's a bit thicker, she will actually be telling them to run slightly faster than probably they might be otherwise comfortable with, to trust their pause and trust their body to just react to things, to stop thinking. And then when they're deeper in the woods, she will slow slightly, and she will, through the mind link, send a message to Kumba and tell him, she's like, now, you find the scent of water, find the scent of the river, and lead us there. And if you... alertness.
Yeah.
Remember Lupus bonus.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yes. So yes, Kumba gets through the thing he will, and yeah, when he smells it, she'll be very impressed with him. He will definitely get a sensation that she's impressed that he very clearly identified that smell and will have tracked them very happily towards it. And yes, she will have let him take the lead.
He gives a gesture or like an image in mind, like, are you sure? Waiting for confirmation.
It is your nose. You trust it. Take it where it leads us.
Yeah. And then once he gets that confirmation, he just starts moving. And he's going in a mild sprint. He's obviously not probably going as fast as he could because he's thinking about Aiden.
Yep.
But he goes past a few trees, and you notice at certain points he slows down. But that's mainly when an object is getting closer to him. And he's slowing down more or less to get a better idea of what's actually in front of him to get past it. And after a few more moments, we'll be near the lake.
What we're probably doing is from the Cubs, there's a stream that runs just as you get into the main Northwoods proper. Would probably be the closest bit of water.
Okay. Then we'll arrive at the stream, and he'll start. He'll run and stop a few feet in front of the stream, then look back to see where everybody else is.
Coles will have dropped behind, and we've also dropped behind Aiden to make sure he is staying with them. And we'll have just been following him and seeing where he led them.
Yes, Aiden is just following him too.
Yes, with the wound that Aiden has, he probably will have actually found, unless he was having to leap particularly high over things or scramble too much, actual running probably wasn't. It'll been a little bit impaired, but it won't have stopped him running. But if he had to sort of leap over logs and stuff, that will have definitely pulled at the wound. And so he's probably a little bit achy by the time we reach there. So Calls will have slowed at the water. She will to Kumba. I see you. See, your nose knew where to go. Trust it. It knows.
And Kuma just nods.
And she will gesture Aiden over to the water and encourage him to drink some.
He'll go to the water and drink. Keep quiet for now.
Once he's drinking, Calls will also lap a bit and let them all catch their breath for a minute. Before she will turn to Aiden. The training grounds. There are many dummies. They have a strong smell of leather and wood. And there is also a hint of the hard silver metal, the one for weapons.
And Kuma responds, iron. Possibly steel, if we want to be specific.
She cocks her head a minute. Perhaps those are the names. They are the ones for weapons. And she will look back at Aiden. These scents you will follow. Your nose is also good.
And he'll nod, and he'll start smelling. It's perception plus survival.
I did perception alertness.
You can do a perception alertness or probably perceptual primal urge, actually. Whichever dice.
Primal urge. Oh no, wait, I have one, and no, I have one in all of them.
I'll be nice, you can roll whichever one.
Well, I have one with all of them, so it doesn't really change much. And perception, I've got 2. So that's 3 dice. Where difficulty is lower when you wolf, yes?
Yeah, 2.
It's
How many successes? Because I can't see very well on my screen. 1 success. So it gives him at least a direction to start in. So if he is at all looking unsure, Calls will tell him to trust his nose for now and remember his other senses as we get closer to... And then she will nudge him forward.
And he'll go forward as when he's nudged. I have found a scent.
Yep. So he has a scent. It probably has led him to quite a broad area, but or at least there's a direction to start with, and if they head off in that direction, as you get a bit closer, you'll sort of realize it's not, the direction's probably not quite as good anymore. You can't quite pinpoint it. If he is at all looking unsure at that point, Calls will remind him of his other senses. If you would like to do a leadership role to assist him, go ahead.
So I can roll again. I roll again.
Roll again. Yes, this time we're going to shoot, but tell me which sense you're going to use other than your nose this time.
He's going to try kind of like use them all a bit instead of focusing on one.
You can use all of them.
Well, he'll...
I will make it slightly higher difficulty if you're not focusing on one.
Okay. He doesn't have any heightened senses, so he would...
No, that's fine.
Since it's still, he'll probably like hear like on his ears. If it's still people, there will probably be somebody using them. So he'll focus on his hearing them.
That will be, and if you convey that thought to Calls, you will get an approving response.
Yeah, he'll say that. He'll say if you are looking for steel for weapons, people are most probably using them. I think focusing on my hearing should be the best option.
So...
Oh,
and for the combination of your nose and your sharp ears, you definitely hear a combination of thumping wood and the clanging of metal. Just drifting through the trees slightly. When you had the slightly wider area, it's definitely off slightly to the left of the two, and it definitely has helped you hone down from that broad section. You have a pretty good idea of where you're going now.
And he'll be on top, and as he's ready, he'll just turn and go this way. Okay, I'll see what the other does.
Yeah.
There we go. 4
Yep.
successes.
Yeah. You know exactly where you're going now, like an arrow. And at Kumba's attempt to help him and then working together, you would definitely get a very strong sense of approval.
He'll smile at Kumba when Kumba helps, and he'll like pinpoint, like you said, exactly where he's going.
Yeah.
And he'll just, once it's there, he'll show there.
Kumba doesn't say anything, he just guides him through it.
When they, so I'm guessing they're all just carrying on, following Aiden's taking back in the front, taking the lead at this point. And It's not too far from there. There's nowhere's too far from anywhere. In the warded areas of the sept, unfortunately. So they will break through the tree line as it thins onto the training grounds. At which point, Cores will sit down on her haunches and face both of them and just wait for a minute.
Yes, Raya.
Then Mother Raya?
Sadly, we do not have much space to run here. But, as you saw, even wounded, your paws could carry you. And your nose, Kumba, it knew where to go. It is good that you are clearly learning the sense so well.
And
working.
Kumba kind of. Oh, sorry.
No, carry on, please.
Yeah, Kumba kind of gives a he tries to reflect a fuzzy image in Claw's mind. It's a statement to his partial blindness, so he's like, I have to, because I can't see that well. I don't have my vision to fall back on as well as the others, so my other senses must be sharper.
This is good. You know your weakness, and you work with it. But you saw again, even when perhaps Aiden's nose was not as honed as yours. He then used his other senses, with you helping him focus and supporting him as wolves do, as packs. Then he was much better. He was stronger. It was better.
Kumba nods to this. I have many siblings in my past life. I have much practice.
This is good. This is good. Then maybe this speaks well. When you have caught up on the other things you need, maybe you can make a good pack mate.
There is no maybe, there's only do.
There is only maybe until there is proof. Actions are the proof.
Well, I plan to make it a reality, not a hope. And he nods, and he kind of bows his head to her.
This is good. I will watch. If this is true, maybe you can be a story, a lesson for others.
Yes, Raya.
I will leave you now, Cubs. You have learnt some things for now. You have more things to learn. We're on the training grounds. Train if you will, or if you have other things to do, do that. And she will get to her feet and move away.
He'll bow his head as she is. Well, might as well work together some more. Unless you're tired. And he'll like look at him.
Kumba just kind of looks at him. It's mildly annoyed, but it's still friendly. No, I'm fine.
Cool. So let's find something we can do together. Something that will teach us both something.
He looks at him. You know how to hamstring a target?
How to what? A target?
Hamstring a target.
Character, what's hamstring?
It's a tactic where you try to rend the muscle in a target's leg so they have a harder chance of running and moving.
Well, let's try it.
And he nods to that. That's some basic tactic that all wolves do and know, especially for bigger prey. And at this point, we have the fortunate point of not having to worry about doing on bigger prey. We have the rabbits. But let's keep it to 1 or 2. And at this point, he looks at you. First things first, are you hungry?
Hey, well, I was going to ask you that question.
Abby says, are you hungry?
Yeah, he'll say yes. I was going to ask you that question.
Yeah.
We shouldn't hunt if we're not hungry.
I'm like, all right, then this will be a great time to practice. And Kumba starts sniffing on the ground. But he gathers a scent. We want to go east from here.
Okay, now follow your lead. I'll smell tree actually just. I'll smell it. Actually, how many successes did you have?
I only had 2.
2 successes. Yeah. Wait, it's a little more this way.
And Kumba nods to that.
And they'll try catching it together. No, there it is. Look. So, what's the plan?
And Kumba nods to that and is like, all right, let's go.
And they run together. We can. I'd say let's just see if they catch it, and then we can end it.
Yes. Yeah. Sorry.
Let's see. Ooh, look at that. Oh, damn it. 1, 2. This is on Aiden's part. I'm assuming it's dexterity.
Dexterity brawl.
Athletics.
If we're actually trying to catch it.
Dex brawl.
Dexterity brawl, same.
Effectively, you're still biting.
Yeah.
Still an attack.
It's the same. Same dice pool.
And if you got more than 1 success, we pretty much just don't roll damage for rabbits. We just assume if you've bit it, you've killed it because it's a rabbit.
Yep. And as Aiden is able to catch its leg with his teeth and rip some flesh, at that opportune moment, Kuma just grabs it by the neck and with one quick turn, he snaps it and drops it to the ground. And starts kind of nuzzling it over to Aiden, like you first.
Are you sure? It's normally the one of higher rank first. If you want me to go eat it first, I will.
I know that's the proper thing to do, but I always, from the old ways, typically the youngest eat first. And I'm not probably as hungry as you are at the moment.
And he'll nod. Thank you, Kumba. Raya. And he'll eat it. And as they go off looking for the second one, like, say we can end it here?
Yes. Thank you, players, for playing. With them off stalking more bunnies, we will leave it there. Thank you very much.